Hi, and welcome to this very special episode in which we're going to walk through a meditation to help you before a performance. So, if you're about to go on stage or do anything where you're sharing your singing with someone else, then this episode is definitely for you. Let's dive in. Hi, and welcome to this episode. So today's episode is a little bit different than usual because we're going to walk through a meditation together that you can use in preparation for a performance. So it could be that you are standing backstage right now, ready to go on stage, or maybe you have a performance coming up in 30 days or half a year. This is a great practice to start doing in leading up to that. The reason behind that is that meditation is really learning to manage our minds. And when we're singing or when we are in situations where we feel those nerves coming up, that's oftentimes triggered by thoughts that are happening automatically. And so once we can direct those thoughts, or once we can focus our attention on something else, that's where a world of possibility opens up. And so the meditation that we're going to be doing today is using the noting technique, which is really training our mind to focus on one thing. In this experience, it's going to be our breath. When you're singing, you can actually focus on the story. So the practice that we're going to be doing today might seem very simple. Simple doesn't mean easy. And I invite you to be open to receive whatever comes your way. And after the meditation, we're going to dive deeper into how you can use this technique into your singing as well. So let's dive into it. Take a comfortable seat. You can do this meditation sitting down, lying down, however it feels good for you. And let's just start with opening your gaze, opening your eyes, and taking in the whole space. So don't focus on one particular object, but focus on opening up your view and seeing everything that is around you. You can feel your feet on the ground. You can feel how you're sitting in the chair or lying down, and open up that view. And let's start with some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's do that one again. In through the nose and out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And if it feels comfortable for you, you can close your eyes this time around and return your breathing to the natural rate. Don't try to guide it, just let it flow however it feels for you right now. Just let it flow naturally. And I invite you to be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the sounds surrounding you. And it could be sounds that are very close to you. The sound of my voice, the sound of your breath. I want to invite you to also notice the sound further away. Maybe there's some traffic in the background. What do you hear? Just notice. Just notice what you hear. Beautiful. Now let's get some more awareness of how our body feels. So we're going to be doing a body scan, and we're going to start at the top of our head. And just like a scanner, a machine that scans paper, just like that, we're going to scan our body. So in your mind, go through your body and just notice what's present. We're not judging at this point. We're just noticing. Are there any areas of tension? Any area of pure release? Go through your body, starting at the top of your head, going down through the shoulders, noticing the chest, the diaphragm, your arms, your hands, your fingers, your hips, your legs, your knees, bottom half of your legs, your ankles and your feet. What's present for you? Is there a sense of lightness? Or maybe a sense of heaviness? Now I invite you to put your focus or your attention on your breathing. We're not trying to change it in any way, we're just noticing. How does my breath feel today? Is it going fast? Slow? Where do you feel it? Do you feel it in your stomach? Do you feel your diaphragm moving up and down, or do you feel it up in the chest? Just notice what's present for you. Now we're going to focus a little bit more on that breathing by counting our breaths. So we're counting in with the inhale, and then 2 with the exhale, 3 with the inhale, 4 with the exhale, 5 with the inhale, 6 with the exhale, and I'll let you do that in your own pace. We're going up till 10. Once you reach 10, go back to 1. And you might notice that your thoughts might wander. You might notice that you're starting to think of different things. That's totally fine. I invite you to catch those thoughts and notice when your mind wandered. Notice, oh, I'm thinking. All right, we're labeling it thinking, and we're going back to the breath, going back to that last number that we left off of. 1 with the inhale, 2 with the exhale. Count all the way up till 10, and then come back to 1. And if you notice your mind wandering, just catch that and come back to the breath. It's very natural for the mind to wander. So just notice that, label it, thinking, and come back to the breath. And now I invite you to shed that focus. So if your mind wanted to think, let it think. Let your mind be free for just a couple of seconds. Beautiful. And now bring your attention back to the body. Bring your attention back to the weight of your body against the surface beneath you. Your feet on the floor or your body laying down. Go back to that feeling or sensation of heaviness. And go back with your focus to the sounds around you. What is present? What do you hear? Come back into this space. And then if it feels good for you and you feel ready, you can gently open up your eyes again. Welcome back. How was that? So what we've done in this exercise is leading our focus. See, where your attention is what we will develop. So if during your singing practice, your attention is on, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna forget my lyrics, I'm not gonna hit the high notes, our attention is on fear and failure. And that's what we put into motion. by consciously guiding our thoughts back, this time it was to our breath, that's where we're not focusing on failure anymore. We're focused on being in the moment right now. So during singing, whether that's on stage or whenever, in any situation you're in, you can guide your focus. And if you're singing, you can guide your focus to what is the story? What is the emotion I'm telling? Why am I singing this? How can I communicate this with my audience? During singing, let's guide our focus to the emotion, to the storytelling, instead of noticing the thoughts. Oh no, they're laughing at me, or oh no, what's my next line? Those are our thoughts of fear. Those are thoughts of panic. Once you notice that, oh, that's where my mind is going, all right, redirecting the focus. Storytelling, emotion, enjoying the feeling of singing. Or you can even guide it back to your breath. Do you see how powerful this technique is? And the more you practice that, the more you will notice that you can consciously take your thoughts and guide your focus to something else and then keep the focus there. The fact that the mind was wandering is really normal. It's kind of like a monkey that you're trying to tame, or a puppy that you're trying to focus on one thing, right? Catch the tennis ball. Don't go running after other dogs. So our mind is the same way. It's a puppy that needs to be trained. And doing this practice regularly, whether that's part of your daily practice routine or practice during your performance or right before your performance, this is going to help and influence you in many, many ways. Now, next to that inner practice, the mindset part, it's also really important to practice your singing and training your voice. So once you've done this exercise, I really invite you to register for the upcoming training coming up. The training is called Discover the Most Powerful Vocal Technique. And that's exactly what you're going to be learning. That's where we're diving deeper into the doing, the training the voice. And the training is totally free. So that is your next step. Once you have found that inner peace, once you have found how you can shift your focus from fear to possibility, or from fear from the future to the now, that's where we can start practicing and training our voices. So your next step is to register for that training. I'll link to it in the description here down below. I can't wait to see you there. And thank you for going through this practice with me. I hope you found it valuable, and I hope you keep coming back to this practice, and that you can see how this practice will improve your singing as well. It's not only about the vocal technique, it's also that inner work that we need to be doing. So thank you so much, and I'll see you here again soon. Bye.